Obviously.
What have you heard?
I've heard.
Who have you been talking to?
That they have an update.
Okay.
So the Jehovah's Witness have an update.
Right.
And certain things have changed.
Correct.
Have you heard anything amongst that?
Yes, I have.
The update being there,
Yeah.
would that change your decision of how you feel now, looking back at being a Jehovah's Witness? Candice Owens says, ban
I love Candice
pornography. It is a psychological weapon intended to weaken our men.
If you find yourself on a certain website that appeases your physical mind, does that mean that it's good for you? Because I feel like some things are spiritual. So sometimes you might see things with your physical eye, but you might be disrupted spiritually in how that's making you feel.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's before and after consequences.
I think we need to address something.
Woo! What you want to address? What's this guy want to address? What you want to address?
So what happened? For those that's been keeping up,
Okay.
there's someone that's missing. Yeah?
Yep.
Which we had in our first couple episodes.
Okay, we're getting serious now. Okay,
Yeah.
serious hat on. Let's go.
And we want to share with you guys everything that's going on here.
Of course.
And what actually happened between Mudi, and this. What actually happened?
So between Mudi and the DTM podcast, I always feel like I can always say my account,
Right.
but I always think it's fair for him to say his account. I always feel a bit like...
So we bringing him back?
I always feel a bit uncomfortable with, speaking on things when another person can't say their opinion.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like I've got to be accountable. And I feel like this is the best platform for me to be accountable.
Right.
Because we're here to discuss the matter. It's not really big in African culture to see a mum and a dad holding hands or to be overly kissy or touchy. Just not something you're quite common to see.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say I had a lack of it, but it made me aware that when I was in relationships, I had to be a bit more intentional about.
Do you enjoy like holding her hands walking down the street? Do you enjoy that?
I love it, but I'm aware of it, and it's not as natural. It's not as natural.
Oh, like you have to think about doing that?
Yes.
I think we all do though.
Yes.
I think we all struggle with that. Because you're giving an emotional thing away.
But I feel like in some households where they probably saw more examples of that, I feel like it will come more naturally. It's just an assumption.
And I agree.
Aim to both entertain and inform.
Remember, not everything you hear is the literal truth.
Oh, we enjoy adding embellishments for flavor.
As we navigate each story, observe the blend of fact and fiction, prompting discussions to
discuss the matter.
Sounds like he's about to do a trailer.
You feel the heart?
Oh, man. Every time I sit in this seat, it just feels so good.
It's an amazing seat.
Yeah, man. It feels good.
Do you think it's better than mine?
I think so.
They look the same though.
No, I think so.
They look the same.
Mine's got extra cushion. Don't worry about it.
Are you sure?
Mine's got extra cushion.
Yeah?
Don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about it. You got the whole TV display. That's your backdrop. He's got that whole...
You like that?
It's all right.
Yeah?
Yeah, I can't lie. Now I am feeling like the whole beach effect that we've got instead of the blue flame. It's like we really in a new season.
Is that how it feels?
That's how it feels. Is that poking me? Jess, is this leaf poking me? Or is it in my head? Is it calm?
Just move it slightly.
Yeah. Cool.
We got Jess in there. Jess in the building.
We got him.
Yeah, man.
So we're back, and it's season 2, episode 20.
2-0.
And we have an important conversation of what we're going to be speaking about today. So the theme for today is...
And I'm going to cut you right there. I have to cut Deesix right there. Guys, you lot watching this right now, welcome to DTM London. Guys, can you please do us a favor? Please, all right? If you guys can just click the subscribe button for us.
Please.
That is going to help us give you better content, all right? So, yes, we always have a saying on this pod. So if you're new to this pod, you haven't seen it, we always say, it's you guys that makes us guys. It's you guys that makes us guys.
Come on.
So welcome to DTM for the new people that's watching. And back to D.
Back to D. He loves cutting me off, innit?
Yeah,
but it's cool. It's all good
because
it's season 2 and we're about to announce episode 20. And the theme is disconnecting healthy? So the theme is disconnecting healthy?
Is disconnecting healthy?
And
yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
You must disconnect from the world.
You don't even know the layers of which I want to speak about, right? Because we're going to be speaking about relationships, we're going to be speaking about family, and obviously we're going to be speaking about social media.
Right.
And as normal, we take twists and turns with our conversations.
Yeah, but this can
do you
go
get
anywhere,
what I'm saying?
as we always
So
do.
you reacted straight away.
Yeah.
What did you think the question was aimed at? Was you going to family? Was you going to relationships when you thought about disconnection?
I was thinking of disconnecting when I just want to go into my room, right, shut my door, and be by myself.
Okay.
Do you have moments like that?
Of course.
Where you just have to no social media.
Oh, of course.
Right, no social media, just vibes by myself with my thoughts. And I just love that moment, me time. I think it's so important for us to have that. Just a me time where I can just close.
Why do you think disconnecting is important? Because it sounds like, from what you're saying, disconnecting from the world. Just having a moment where you just disconnect from everything.
Yeah.
Right? Why is that important for you?
Because you need to process your thoughts. You know, when you're amongst other people and you're just back and forth, back, your lifestyle's just going day by day. You're taking in a lot of information.
Too much.
A lot of information.
Correct.
And, you know, we can get overwhelmed with this information and what you're seeing and what you're programming your mind to believe or whatever you're seeing every day. You know what I'm saying? So it's good to just take a step back and just like reevaluate life.
Yeah.
You know, where you're at, successfulness, just disconnect a bit.
But you see that reevaluation, I'm glad that you said that.
Yeah.
It's so good to identify when you need the break. And sometimes I'm not sure we identify when we need a break. Like,
I think something has to happen.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like,
slightly, where it affects you.
And then you're like, you know, I need time out from the world.
Yeah. And a lot of the time that comes down to relationships.
Speak about it. Let's get there.
A lot of time it does come down to relationships.
Yeah.
Because when you're in a relationship, you're just going with life.
Right.
You and that person.
Consistent.
It's consistent. When you hit like a roadblock, you then you think, whoa, what's going on here with my life now? Then you start thinking, because you might have planned, like, this could be my future wife, we could have babies together. You could think those things, right? And then when you hit a roadblock, all of that just goes boom, 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 boom.
Yep, all of what you've built just comes tumbling down.
And then that's when you become in your emotional state.
Facts.
So then that's when you become in reality, because now you're looking at the whole bigger picture.
So let me pause you there.
Yeah.
So we're saying that with relationships, there could be roadblocks, right?
Yeah.
And in those roadblocks, that could be a moment where you want to disconnect, right?
Yeah.
Cool. So maybe what people need during relationships is breathing space, right? Maybe just a moment where...
What if you're married and you got kids and...
So hear me out.
Family life.
So hear me out. Yeah. That moment doesn't have to be a long moment. Maybe that's the moment you go to the gym. Maybe that's the moment you go for a quick run. Maybe that's the moment you go for drinks with your friends and you're just away from that other person. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're not saying for days. We're not saying for hours. But just a while, just a change of scenery, and then you come back to that person. I think it's quite important for us to miss the person that we're with.
I think that's,
Don't you think so?
100%. You need to miss your partner.
But then
it
sounds like if we don't actually put things in place to create that, it will never happen.
It will never happen.
It will never happen.
So you got to take time out. And that's the disconnecting part. Take time out.
And I'll be honest, I'll put my hands up, right?
Yeah.
While I've been in relationships, I don't think I've been that intentional about creating breathing space.
Are you full on though? Are you
when
full
I'm
on guy?
gassed, I'm gassed.
You're full in it, 100%.
Listen, when I'm gassed, I'm
dive
gassed.
in.
I'm like, yo, I want to call that person, text. Oh, you know what it is? You get through the texting stages, You get gassed.
You're fully gassed.
And then you're like...
Don't come off your phone.
You start doing the voice notes, right? The voice notes goes from 10 seconds
invested
to 30 seconds. Oh, man. You start doing little minute voice notes. And
Minutes.
then, come on, man. They do the voice notes back and it's like, you start forgetting what they said. I can't remember that part. You're like, buddy, let me just call
her. Oh,
Do you see?
you call them.
You see? And then, you know, for me, I'm just quite consistent in that. And I just reflect back and I'm like, wow, whoa.
So once you go in, you don't even step back. You're just like full on like, I'm giving them that whole attention.
As long as they're giving me the right energy
it's
back.
reciprocated, yeah.
It's play ball. It's play ball. For real, it is. It is play ball. I haven't been that intentional about, you know what? Let me just give it a week.
Yes.
Let me just give it some time. You know, seeing this. I saw this person last week. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let me give it another 2 weeks. You know I'm here. I can still message you now and again.
Yeah.
But once I'm caught up in the cycle of like, all right, cool. Our thing is now we call each other every night. I'm abiding by that. It's these unwritten rules because nobody says that now we have to check in at 9 o'clock or 10
You
o'clock.
just decide to do that.
But all of a sudden, before a man wants to sleep,
You want to call that person.
I want to call that. Are you like that as well?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I am. I think it's because we like routine. Routine
Routine is good.
Routine makes
Can
us
be.
humans a bit more comfortable because you know what you're actually doing is pre-planned.
Right.
So, you know, you call that girl when you get in from work 10 o'clock every night or roughly around that time. She'll be waiting. She's created a routine as well. She'll be waiting for you to call. You think it's just you that has to call?
It's not has to.
No, it's not
like
has to.
It's
But
natural.
listen,
when you're in that space, you want to.
Ladies out there, are you waiting for the phone call? Are you waiting for the phone call?
That's the question.
They're waiting for that.
And I've got a question for you, right?
Yeah.
After a certain amount of time, do you naturally want to call the person or do you feel a bit obligated? Does it become a bit of an obligation? Be honest.
I think, like, yes, you do go into
Woo! Let's speak about
you
it.
do go into
Let's
a place.
speak about it now.
You do go into a place where you feel like you have to
Okay.
because you've set this. And as I said before, the woman may be waiting for your phone call. So if you don't call her that night, something might be up. Why haven't you called that night? You've been doing it for 2 weeks. Why have you not called? What's going on? I'm the one that I speak to you before bed. So yeah, I think you get caught up, and then you go into this routine, and then it's like expected of you for you to do the calls. And even you got to be honest, even with yourself, if you don't call her that night, how do you feel?
I feel a bit off.
You feel like you've done
I
something
feel
wrong.
a bit off. Yeah.
Isn't it?
I almost feel like she could think I'm somewhere I wasn't meant to be. Hence why I haven't called her.
What,
Does
you
that
feel
make sense?
Maybe that's your guilty conscience, son.
Not really.
That's your guilty conscience.
Not really.
Are-
Not really. Do you know
Are
why?
you even behaving yourself because you're thinking mad stuff?
I'm very behaved.
Are you?
Very behaved.
Because
Child of
why is your brain
Amen.
running to that place?
The reason why I say that is because sometimes the next day when I speak to the person, their energy's off because they're wondering why I haven't called them.
Yeah.
Like, what could he have been doing
that was so
important
Yeah.
that he didn't want to holler at me? And I know your routine. So it's 9, 10
Actually,
o'clock.
can we not
and you're-
sleep
and you're not
now?
hollering at me.
Can we not sleep?
He's probably with some chick.
Can we
He's
not
probably
sleep?
outside. He's probably with the
Deesix,
boys.
can we not sleep?
This is what they're thinking.
I want to sleep, oh. I'm
I
tired.
could have had an early Netflix and I'm just tired.
You're tired and you slept. But yet, have you seen the meme going around when the girl...
Let me tell my shit.
when the girl says that you haven't called her for a couple days. Yeah. No. The guy calls the girl and she says, "I'll call you back." Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And she doesn't call him back. Yeah. And it's like days.
So
like it's hours after that message.
So it's probably like late at night.
Yeah.
The guy's tried to call the girl. Maybe it's like 11 o'clock or so. He don't know where his girl's at. She could be on holiday, but she's not in his crib, right?
Yeah.
Tried to call her, speaks to her for a couple of seconds, and she's like, "I'm gonna call you back." That type of thing, right?
Yeah. And
Miss me. Miss
calls
me with it.
No. She calls him back the following day.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the morning. And what does she say?
I just fell asleep.
But you see how it works, vice versa.
Just fell asleep. And she could have just fell asleep.
And she could have just fell asleep.
She could have just fell asleep.
But is it the guilty conscience that kills you in that part? Like, maybe why you think that way is because you've been a naughty man.
Not really. I think it just
Where
comes
does
down
that
to
idea?
trust. It's just trust.
And yeah, I
It's
agree.
trust.
It is
It's
trust.
trust. And sometimes people project their distrust onto you.
Yeah.
And you can feel it. You can feel it. So you're like,
Raw.
you almost feel like, did I
Why
do something
Why
wrong?
do you think I'm doing that?
Yeah, like, okay, I didn't call you.
Yeah.
It's okay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cool. So what else are we going to speak about
So
when
we're
it
in
comes to
season
this
two.
disconnecting?
We're
Yeah,
in season 2.
we are.
Episode 20.
Right.
And I think we need to address something.
Woo! What you want to address? What's this guy want to address? What you want to address?
So what happened? For those that's been keeping up,
Okay.
there's someone that's missing. Yeah?
Yep.
Which we had in our first couple episodes.
Okay, we getting serious now. Okay,
Yeah.
serious hat on. Let's go.
And we want to share with you guys everything that's going on here.
Of course.
you know, and what actually happened between Mudi and this. What actually happened?
So between Mudi and the DTM podcast, I always feel like I can always say my account,
Right.
but I always think it's fair for him to say his account. I always feel a bit like
So we bringing him back?
I always feel a bit uncomfortable with, speaking on things when another person can't say their opinion. But I feel like I've got to be accountable, and I feel like this is the best platform for me to be accountable.
Right.
Because we're here to discuss the
matter.
Do you get what I mean?
Discuss the matter.
Me and Mudi kept bumping heads. And I think, it's my first time being a leader when it comes to the podcast and trying to give people suggestions or things that we need to do in terms of the group, blah, 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 blah.
Trying to be the
So
the man of the moment.
I was trying my best, and there were times that I probably lashed out and said things not in the best way. And, I think that had a bit of an aftertaste. But something else that stood out that I'm going to put my hands up to, and I want to apologize to you guys for, Deesix wasn't being real. Yeah? Deesix was being fake. And I know...
What do you mean?
And I know... Fake, hold on. I know that may not come as a surprise because I like the fakes, but in a completely different way. So I remember one time I was recording the podcast, right? I think he was in the car as well. I was with Mudi and he was driving. And we was reflecting on an episode that we recorded. And I think it's one of the early episodes where I mentioned therapy. It's one of the very first times that I mentioned therapy.
Yeah.
And I basically said that I wasn't being transparent about therapy.
Was you lying?
I was lying.
Yeah.
And my justifications for lying, guys, was I've done relationship therapy with my ex. Right?
Whoa.
Yeah,
Whoa.
So I've had a few sessions of relationship therapy. Therefore, I felt like I could have the conversation and speak about certain things in a widespread way. Obviously, that wasn't the best thought process to have. So I was completely wrong for that. So I had to apologize to Mudi, and I'm going to apologize to him publicly as well. Mudi, I apologize. Wow. And I can see why he might not want to stand for a podcast where the leader is lying, basically. That's a lie.
You are just fake.
Completely.
Daniel! You are fake! You're a fake boy!
Oh no! But I believe in redemption.
You like fake clothes? Is your hair real? Is it even real? Are there implants there in your head real, bruv?
I mean, if this was fake, it would be much longer.
Daniel! We need to stop the fake now.
We do. And we need to bring in the real.
And how real are you?
I feel like I'm real enough to come on a platform and apologize. You know? So I don't know how real that gets. I'm gonna be transparent with the fans, and I'm gonna be transparent with Mudi. Daniel lied, and there were consequences to that, and we lost a member for that. So that's what happened.
So is that your fault? Do you take accountability for
I
that?
take full accountability. DTM stands for, discuss the matter, delivering the message, and at times doing too much. Right. And I feel like, I was probably doing a bit too much. It was unnecessary. I didn't need to lie. I didn't need to say that. I didn't need to do all of that. Why did I do it? What, for views, clout? It didn't make sense. So in retrospect, there's things I learned from season 1 that I will not bring into season 2.
So you're going to be real from now on. So when I ask you questions, you're going to answer them directly.
Oh, if I don't want to answer
not jump around the bush, man. Jesus. No more jumping around the bush, bruv.
Listen, I'm learning as I go.
You
I'm
see?
learning as I go.
We have
I'm
to
learning
style
as I go.
pan them.
So, yeah, man.
So we spoke about money and power in the previous episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we kind of slightly addressed, going off of what we just spoke about, fake.
Oh, he wants to stay there. He's staying with the fakes.
So fake.
Staying with the fakes.
Fake. That's when we discussed the matter. Wearing fakes.
I love this. Little recap on season 1. Let's do it.
And I'm going to direct this question straight to Deesix, right? Are you still wearing the fakes?
Yes, I am. Picking and choosing. I haven't really bought much like new purchases lately. I've just been keeping it simple. Been hitting up markets just because I just can't afford things or I'm saving. But no, man, like I'm always like, let's make this clear. This fake thing that isn't like some gimmick, that isn't like some trial. I'm just saying it for views.
You've been doing it.
I've been doing it, and I'm gonna keep on doing it. Do you get what I'm saying? Like nothing's gonna change that. I don't get the mindset of paying X amount for certain things. There's certain things that I can't get through my connections that I have to get through retail. That's fine, no problem. But the little in-betweeners, nah, man, I ain't paying retail prices. Nah, I'm not. I refuse.
So you're just not getting the product. You're just not going to buy it.
Yeah.
You're just done with buying it.
Yeah, I think I'm on like these like exclusive pieces. And I think that's kind of becoming more like of my brand. Or of what a brand is. Do you see what I'm saying?
You're just making your life more easier. I feel like Mark Zuckerberg and them, man, they do this stuff.
What do you mean?
Like, they've got all the money in the world.
Yeah.
But they just buy simple brands.
Yeah.
You know? You probably just get a white tee and some trousers.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh, bro, listen. This top here, yeah?
You know what
I got it made in Ghana. You get me? I'm not even going to say how much it is, but very, very affordable. And bro, if man wears this out, man, someone's going to be like, oh, I like your top, because it's different.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You don't have to, my mindset's changed. Yeah. So before, I was kind of chasing the big the brands. I don't really care.
Yeah, you lived in them.
I don't really care.
You lived with all them brands.
I don't care.
Spent all your money. No money left. Bank accounts broke.
That's why.
Asking Tris, can you lend me some money, please?
That's why the theme is disconnected healthy. Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Don't follow society.
No, man, I'm so glad I disconnected from that. I don't need it. And, you know, hopefully people will know they don't need it.
We spoke about something that was quite close to you.
Let's go.
Again, just recapping off of season 1.
You know what it is? Do you know why he's trying to put me in a hot seat? Because he realizes this seat's way more comfortable than his. So he's jealous. Man's jealous. Man's trying to warm up my seat, you know.
Listen.
All right, go. What you little questions
whose seat's more comfortable? Me or Deesix?
Go with his little questions then.
Yeah?
Get me? Because he's by the little wave sides, yeah? So it's colder there.
Listen,
it's colder that side.
The beach is nice. Hey, look, I'm in shorts.
Don't worry, man.
Man's in shorts.
Don't worry, man.
Get me?
Don't worry, man.
Shout out Afro. Afro socks, yeah? Afro pop socks. Shout them out. I still got them.
Yeah, man. We need some new ones, man. We need to.
We say you get some new ones.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so something that was quite, a big thing to you.
Talk to me.
You was a Jehovah's Witness. Yeah.
I never know where he's going when he says this stuff, you know.
You was a Jehovah's Witness. And you said you would never go back to being a Jehovah's Witness.
Correct.
Is that right?
I said under certain conditions.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
And I've heard, mysteriously,
What have you heard?
I've heard.
Who have you been talking to?
That they have an update.
Okay.
So the Jehovah's Witness have an update.
Right.
And certain things have changed.
Correct.
Have you heard anything amongst that?
Yes, I have.
And I just want you to give us a bit of an insight of, would the update being there, would that change your decision of how you feel now, looking back at being a Jehovah's Witness?
Ooh, what a great question. What a great question. So let's get to the update.
Yeah, so what is the update?
So the update is in terms of how Jehovah's Witnesses or publishers deal with those who are disfellowshipped. Before it was quite cutthroat, so they wouldn't do even a greeting, they'll walk past you. But now Jehovah's Witnesses can use their discernment and decide whether they want to say like a little "Wagwan, how you doing?"
So they can
Nice
say
to see
hello.
you. Yeah, like if they can choose to if they want to. Yeah,
Yeah, break it down for these lot.
yeah. So
Make it
basically, they now can choose to say hello if they see you. They can give you a gentle smile. So before, if you was disfellowshipped, that wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
Well, they're not meant to do that.
They're not supposed to say nothing to you.
They're not meant to. So if they was doing that, it's just something they're not meant to do. But now there's been an update to say that it's okay, given that they're using their discernment on who they want to greet. But they can definitely do that now. So yeah, I've had a few messages.
So people have contacted you
Yeah,
after that update's come out,
yeah.
and they've now, because they can now reach out
Yeah, now they can reach out.
under a law. This is certain law.
Wow.
Whoever creates this law, I don't know. Whoever creates these rules, I don't know.
They're the governing body, yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah, I got loads of messages like
Just coming through, back,
coming
back.
through, boom, 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 and I was thinking,
it
whoa.
overwhelmed?
When I saw the first one, I was like,
Were they long messages?
long, like really, like heartfelt messages.
It's like I've wanted to reach out to you, but I can't.
kind of feeling. Yeah, it was nice. It was
Because
nice.
they're seeing you. They're seeing
Yeah.
what you're doing.
It was nice, man. Yeah, some of the messages touched my heart.
Yeah.
Like I actually did feel quite moved, felt quite loved. You know, I'm not gonna give names away. I'm not gonna make people feel uncomfortable at all. But just know those messages was very, very powerful and meant a lot. So going back to what you're saying.
Yeah.
So before, in the previous episode, I remember I said that, hey, I'm not really down to go back to the Witnesses unless things changed.
Right.
With how they dealt with certain things within their in their fold.
Yeah.
Things have changed. For the better.
Is that just one thing that's changed, or is there more?
That's one thing that's changed that I'm aware of. There could be more, but I'm not that tapped in. I'm not that tapped in.
Okay.
But when I heard that, I smiled. I did a very, very big smile. And they had their memorial in April. And I got invited to that. I didn't manage to go, but I did want to go. A part of me wanted to just...
you wanted to have a look?
I wanted to have a look. I thought, memorial, I might, you know, maybe I can tie my hair back.
Could you go in there?
Can I go in?
Could you go in there?
Of course I can.
Oh, so you can just...
Of course.
Okay.
So the
door's still open?
The door will always be open. That door will never close. It's just I've got to make sure that's something I really want to do.
You want to be back in that space?
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm glad that things are changing.
Are you still praying?
Oh, listen, how will I survive with this guy sitting here, yappy. I have to pray to get through this podcast. They don't know what I'm going through. I have to disconnect. I have to disconnect.
And that's what we are about today.
Come on, man. Nah,
Disconnecting,
like
man.
I can't stop praying. I can't stop none of that, man. So we'll see. We'll see. Maybe a memorial will see me one day. But you know, as for now, when I hear certain things, I smile. But yeah, my lifestyle's in a completely different place. So I'm not even gonna. I can't even talk on that right now.
Okay.
To be real, I got one for you. Mister. I'm asking all the questions.
Tristan's here.
So, obviously, we're speaking about is disconnecting healthy here. Yeah? You've recently went away to Jamaica.
Yeah.
So when you think about like traveling, in that sense, would you say disconnecting is healthy when it comes to like traveling, getting away?
100%.
Why?
You don't have to think about, or you've got an easier way of just not thinking about what's back at home, because you've put yourself in a position where it's a holiday of freedom.
Don't it feel selfish?
For who?
For you or for me?
Why is it selfish?
Because we have a podcast and we have people that we have to entertain and give them the tea and the information they're waiting. They've missed us for over a month because we wanted to disconnect.
You must wait. I have to disconnect now. You must wait.
So what I'm trying to say is there's obviously going to be moments where we're going to go on holiday. We're going to do more holidays.
Things are going to happen.
So how do we manage to disconnect but connect?
Once these guys once these guys make us guys, yeah, we'll have a team, yeah, and they'll be able to manage what we have to do, right?
Okay.
Right now, we're doing this off our own backs, yeah? Is anyone putting money in your pocket to do this?
In the pocket.
Have you got any change in there for me? Have you got change?
Let me even see.
Yeah, check. Because I need some change.
Even nothing. You see, 2 cars.
What was that purse made in Ghana as well? Is it real or is it fake?
It's real.
Yeah, so like, obviously we love you guys.
We do. We honestly do, and we've missed you.
Yeah, we have.
We have.
This is something that we actually love doing.
Genuinely.
So
Like,
we will have to figure it out to make it better for you guys. So, yeah, I feel like we needed the disconnect. We needed a break. We've done back-to-back since January, non-stop.
non-stop, guys.
Non-stop. And we had to like have a bit of a reflection on what we've done, and we want to come back and make things better for you lot. So we're trying to make better content for you guys. And the only way we can do that is if we can go and refresh our minds.
Facts.
Yeah, that's the only way.
Yeah. I always pick direction over speed.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
we've been consistent with you guys, but we're not here to just be spamming and just be talking nonsense. No. We want to give you guys the quality. We've been listening to the feedbacks. We want to make sure we're tailoring these episodes to what you guys want to see.
Yep.
So when we bring on a guest, we want to make sure you get gas for that guest, you know.
There you go.
Because we've been building it. Yeah? But we've realized there's a lot you guys don't know about me and T. So we need to give you guys more of the tea. I wasn't even trying to do a pun there. I wasn't even trying to do a pun there.
Yes.
I
Give
was.
them some more of the tea. Yeah, tea. Yeah, so what do you think? How did you take your break?
So
like disconnecting from,
like,
because you wasn't really on socials like that. You weren't even posting.
Yeah.
Like, I'm thinking this guy I was more active than you.
Yeah, I was quite extreme with it. I loved it. I loved the whole part of people didn't know where I was.
Of course they did, but okay.
Yeah, but like in terms of like pictures, like it was just beautiful. It's almost like I had something for myself. And I feel like we're just in a day and age where it's just like we keep giving. We give, we go here, we give. At the airport, I'm here, I'm giving. And I just had something for myself. It sounds so petty and so minor, but I really enjoyed it. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. And then just to disconnect, I didn't think about work once, but I thought about the podcast.
You did rap to me before you left though. You was like, Tris, I am out.
Yeah.
He did say that. He was like, Tris, I'm out. Like, there's no getting through to me. This is the last message.
You could tell.
He was like, this is the last message you're getting. Before I bounce, it's the last text. He made that clear. Wow. He made that so clear.
Do you know why, yeah? Listen, life has been not easy. It's not been easy for the build-up. So there was a few twists and turns even before I went to DR. So me going to DR, I said I'm going to enjoy.
Yeah.
I'm going to enjoy.
I think when you do a holiday, you should though.
Oh, I'm going to enjoy it. And I don't want nothing here at the back of my brain.
Yeah.
Tickling me. Because I'm not going to relax. And I need to relax. So I did that. But I did feel guilty. There was moments where I felt like, oh man, I could have done this, or I could have done a bit of an edit here.
Because you did say
because there was moments where there were down times.
Yeah,
it's like
you could see sitting down.
Yeah, I could.
I think I spoke to. Yeah, so as a couple of my days were left,
yeah,
you was leaving, so that's the last message.
Yeah,
and I said to you, yeah, I can do some editing and some stuff.
Yeah,
do you remember that?
Yeah, I do.
I said I'll find a way for it to be done,
but.
And now Charlie is all now, is in there. He's in there. You can't
disconnected.
Find it.
Trust me. Listen, it's healthy.
Yeah,
it's healthy. Yeah. And away from holidays, but just with social media, social media in general. Listen, you've got to take a break. Yeah. You've got to take a break, and I think it's good for us to be mindful, monitor it. I think there was an episode we spoke about it. We spoke about, looking at the time you spend on apps.
Yes, we
and
did.
tracking
yes,
and tracking on. That. Like, that's quite important for the mind. Like, are you aware of how much hours you spend daily on Instagram?
My
Is
screen-
it scary?
Let me-
Your screen time.
Let me see. How do I check that?
I'm sure just do like.
I've got it. Hey! Do you not?
Do you want to share
Do you want
it?
to see what that is?
I'm scared. I'm scared for you.
Would these lot be able to see that?
I don't know. You might have to get up. Is he getting up? He's getting up. He's getting.
Can you not see that?
What does that say? I'm scared. I don't even know if I should say that out loud.
Do you know what that is?
I can see it.
That's insane.
That's a lot of hours. Where did you go again to see that?
Go
so
settings.
rubbish. Yeah, I'm
Go
in
to
settings. Yeah.
Then scroll down a little bit. It's like 3 bars that.
Oh yeah.
Couple bars down.
Okay. Mine's.
Hey!
I don't use it like that.
Yeah, but you're a laptop guy, innit?
Yeah.
You're always on a laptop.
Okay, it's gone up.
Mine said daily averaging is 10 hours.
Yeah, mine's 4 hours.
That's insane, isn't it? Is that insane?
That's
Guys,
a
let
lot.
me know in the comments. Is that insane? 10 hours on screen time.
10 hours. 10 hours was 4 hours. Like,
10 hours, 60 minutes, 15% from last week.
do you feel like you use your phone a lot?
Yeah, because I edit on my phone. I do a lot of stuff on my phone. I edit clients. Like, I'm busy on my phone. Yeah. My phone is my laptop, bro. That's
Would
a fact.
you, like, as soon as you wake up, what's the first thing you do?
Check
Grab your phone?
Check my business.
But would you be on your phone?
Yeah.
First thing?
Yeah.
First thing?
Gone toilet with it.
How long would you be on the phone for? Do you know, roughly? In the morning. First thing, is it like 10 minutes? Is it a quick
Well, if
glance?
I have a little Tommy, the white. No, I'm joking.
It's a silly word, you know?
I don't even know what to say. What's the saying?
This is not that type of podcast.
Oh man, I'm crying, bro. I'm actually crying. Yeah, but I'm going to.
I can't take him anywhere. Man.
I've gone toilet with it first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
I've gone toilet. I've come out, like it's with me. It's literally on my hip, bro. I have to be honest. My phone is there. I'm just doing things, editing. I'm messaging back. Yeah, I live on my phone. So
Okay.
That doesn't surprise me really.
Do you know how do you know how I know when someone uses their phone a lot?
What's that?
Are you using your phone when it's being charged?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
My-
always an
How many
indicator.
times a day do you charge your phone? That's a good one.
I
I could charge my phone 3
I'd say
times.
twice.
I could charge it 3 to 4 times a day.
I'll say twice.
I could charge it 3 to 4 times a day.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're using it. You're using it.
Yeah.
You're
But I run
using
it
it.
right down to like 3%.
Jeez.
That's why I have to have the fast charger.
Jeez.
3% and then bam.
But you're also on the phone a lot, aren't you? Do you like going on the phone?
I'm on FaceTime.
FaceTime. Who are you FaceTiming?
He's gonna ask.
He doesn't like it. He doesn't like it.
I FaceTime
You
or
FaceTiming,
video
bro.
call different people.
Look at no, you see the bushes. You see the bushes. No, it's not a joke.
Different people, man.
Oh, different people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got a business, bro.
Okay. Oh, is it for work?
It's work purposes.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're calling your clients,
Yeah, well, not on FaceTime.
not on FaceTime.
But there's stuff going on. Hey, bro, it's hot in there.
1, 2 questions. I say it's hot, you know. 1, 2
It's
questions.
hot
I
in
say
there.
it's hot, you know.
It's hot in there still.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, where's
me.
Jess, bro?
We need-
Hey, Jess needs to come and put some aircon in there. He's trying to cook us.
Yeah,
He set us a light, bro.
put the fat on or something.
I'm really in Jamaica. You know what I'm saying?
I want to ask you a question.
Yeah.
Right? And it does link with disconnecting, but in a very unique way.
Yeah.
Let me land as well. But this is the first question, and there's going to be a follow-up. When you was younger, did you receive much physical affection growing up?
What, from parents?
Yeah.
And family members?
Yeah, so from family.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can remember that?
Yeah. Comforting, take me in, pick me up, take me shopping. Rolling with the family members.
So I'm speaking about physical touch. I'm speaking about hugs, maybe a rub on the back, kiss on the forehead.
Yeah. We had
Physical touch.
Yeah, my mum would give me hugs. My grandma would. Kiss on the, before I leave.
Right.
All of that.
Right.
So yeah, I did. I would say yeah. I had a good amount to understand affection.
Okay. The second part question to that is, do you show affection in relationships?
Yes, very affectionate man.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that feels natural.
I like that.
That feels natural.
I love it though.
Okay.
Like kissing them all over the cheeks.
Right.
I'm doing all of that.
Right.
I got my little thing. I'm not going to say what it is, but yeah, I'm quite affectionate man. I would say I am.
Okay.
If it feels right.
Right.
You can get that treatment. Mm-hmm. If it feels right, you're getting that treatment.
That's interesting. That's interesting because I know I'm not alone. Yeah. Now I'm an affectionate person, but I had to teach myself to be affectionate. Right. Growing up, I just don't think it's heavy in African culture to be that affectionate. So I didn't really see many examples of aunties, uncles, not even just my parents, of just much physical affection. It's not really big in African culture to see a mum and a dad holding hands or to be overly kissy or touchy. Just not something you're quite common to see.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say I had a lack of it, but it made me aware that when I was in relationships, I had to be a bit more intentional about.
Do you enjoy like holding her hands walking down the street? Do you enjoy that?
I love it, but I'm aware of it, and it's not as natural. It's not as natural.
Oh, like you have to think about doing that?
Yes.
I think we all do though.
Yes.
I think we all struggle with that because you're giving an emotional thing away.
But I feel like in some households where they probably saw more examples of that, I feel like it will come more naturally. It's just an assumption.
And I agree. I've dated different women, and the ones that's very close to their parents, their mum, and they get that motherly love. They tend to do what we would call, they would give.
Overcompensate.
Overcompensate. But it's like, to us, it's like, why are you doing all of that? But it's just their natural habitat to just be giving all of this affection away. But when you hear how they speak with their parents and how they get on with their parents, you can see, oh, that's where the love comes from.
Yeah.
So it's transferred over to the person that they actually feel emotionally attached to.
Yeah.
So you can see the love they're getting from home to what they're willing to give their man.
Yeah.
And I've noticed that. So whenever you're actually choosing a woman, see how they are with their parents.
100.
It's quite important.
And that's if you get a chance to meet their parents.
Charlie is hard.
It's hard.
It's a hard one.
It's a hard one.
They don't want to take us home. We're out here exposing.
It's not easy.
If you're talking about people, they don't want to take you home, bro. Yeah? No, I'm joking.
And the reason why I kind of mentioned affection the way I did is because I feel like I've identified that like, if you weren't exposed to certain things from childhood, you could find yourself in a place of disconnect where you might have to learn certain things or unlearn certain things. So, for example, putting myself in that situation, I've been a bit more aware that like, African culture isn't that heavy on affection. So when I'm in these relationships and I'm faced with certain scenarios, I have to learn how to be more affectionate. I'm gonna give an example.
Wait, can I give you something there? Because this ties in with what I have here.
Okay.
Right. So
talk to me.
You're saying your affection didn't come. We're going left now. Your affection didn't come from home. Yeah, I'm not saying you. I'm saying somebody's affectionate didn't come from home. So where did they learn it?
Yeah.
Okay. Candice Owens says, ban pornography. It is a psychological weapon intended to weaken our men. Cardi B responds, "Oh my God, why are y'all so against porn? Is it that bad for y'all? I enjoy it, but I don't know, I guess it's like a 6 time a year thing. I personally don't feel no connection or addiction to it, just a little quick 1-2. Nothing like real intimacy." Cardi B, how? It actually should teach men how to please a woman. And I just thought, that ties in with what we're talking about, and how so? If you don't learn these things from your family home, and some people don't have parents, and some people don't have a family like what we was quite fortunate to have.
Right.
Where do they go to get all this information? Yeah, you can go to your boy and ask him, but your boy could be lying. Facts. You know them ones? Yeah. He ain't even beat yet. He hasn't even beat yet. And he's lying. Like he knows. Acting like, I remember in school, yeah. I remember in primary school. Too many of them brothers. Hear this one. Too many of them I remember this one. I was one of those guys. I remember in primary school, and I remember. And the guy called me out. He called me out. PlayStation 2's just dropped.
Oh my gosh.
So everyone's talking about PlayStation 2 in school, yeah? And they're all talking about, you know, it's got a disc and this is how it goes and how it functions, yeah? And he goes, "Oh, you got a PS2, Tris?" And I'm like, yeah, I got one. And it goes to me, "Oh, so what colour's the button?" I don't know. I don't know what colour the button is.
Well, the controller button?
No, so when you press the on button on the PS2,
oh, it had the colour.
It had like blue, and then it goes to green.
Yeah.
And then you press the eject button to open it. So it had the colours there. I think it was blue or green. One of the two.
Facts.
Yeah. Bro, they asked me, what colour is it? I said like purple or something mad. They all started dying. Said, "You ain't got a PS2. You ain't got a PS2. Why you lying?" I was that guy. So, going back. So when you're asking your boys, you could be lying. He ain't beat yet.
Facts.
He ain't done none of that.
Facts.
You watch In Between Us. My man lies all the time.
All the time.
He's lying like he's been beaten. I can't remember his name.
And then those ages, they love it. Oh, that was just...
So where do they go to get that information? So would you ban pornography?
I do not think pornography is good for the mind.
Yeah.
I definitely don't. Yeah. You know? Pornography is not good for your mind. You know, that's all I can really say on that. You know, I think if people are being very, very honest, you know, there's a lot of things on the internet that can tempt you, and that can be a complete draw out. You know, does that mean that is good for you? You know, if you find yourself on a certain website that appeases your physical mind, does that mean that it's good for you? Because I feel like some things are spiritual. So sometimes you might see things with your physical eye, but you might be disrupted spiritually in how that's making you feel. Yeah. Do you see what I'm saying? Yeah. There's before and after consequences of when you could even watch something and how you might...
blockers on.
I try my best.
To disconnect. To disconnect to the emotions.
That's all you can do. And for me...
Just so you get through that moment.
And for me, I just try my best and pray. But with that one there, I don't think anyone can act like a hero or a Superman when it comes to the internet. When it comes to the internet, it always has these...
It wins!
It wins. You know it wins.
The internet wins!
You just got to stay off of it. It wins. Now I don't even recognize Twitter. Since they changed it to X, they should have changed it to triple X. Triple X, because the content...
That depends on the feed or what you're typing in, bro.
No.
What you typing in on your X?
No. I've heard a lot of people say the same thing now.
What, the feed is just full of nonsense?
Yeah, they've changed it. The whole algorithm has been changed to cater to a lot of things you don't want to see.
Have you disconnected from X?
Not as much as I should have.
You're still on there?
I'm still on X. I still think you get like certain content that you're not privy to on Instagram. I feel like Instagram's full of haters. I feel like the comments is full of haters. Like, in terms of the interactions that I see on X or I even see on TikTok, it's way more positive than on Instagram. Same content. So I still mess with X. But I'm just saying, you know, going back to affection, disconnecting, being healthy physically, and being watching the dangers. Boy, everyone's got to try their best to be mindful. I ain't gonna act like I've got it sussed out. It's very, very difficult. And I'm just trying to navigate, man. It's like some online bombs, literally, man. Just trying to make sure I don't.
But when you see these things, can you switch your mind off? See, I've learned to do that.
It depends on how I feel.
I've learned to do that.
It depends on how I feel. Like, what state of mind am I in?
I've been an internet guru from day one. That's why I feel like I know how to deal with the internet.
So, as an internet guru, how do you navigate against porn?
I watch it.
Okay.
I watch it, bro. And I enjoy it. Yeah? Like what? I watch it and I enjoy it.
Next question.
Yeah? What else do you want me to say? Like, it's there.
Yeah, it's there.
And when it's time to be in that mode, yeah, it's getting sorted out.
Yeah.
But I'm not a big fan of it. I'd rather do the real thing, but, life is lifing. You get me? Life is lifing.
Come on, man. Like, not going to act like you're alone in that. Yeah, man. It's hard times out here, man.
So going back off of season 2, D, like, what's your reflection of season 1? Sorry, what's your reflection of it? Like, how did you feel like DTM London did season 1?
Very proud.
Yeah.
Right, let me just swallow. No diddy. Very, very proud. We came from humble beginnings, and it's still humble. Yeah. But I just feel like we're doing so well. Created a few episodes. Managed to get Mr. Silver as our very, very first guest.
Sick.
Do you get what I mean? Someone big in the Afrobeat space. Massive.
Amazing.
Massive.
Amazing. Thank you again, Mr. Silver. Big
you know, up. Big you up, because you was the very, very first one. Do you know what I mean? We reached out to a lot of people, as you know. And a lot of people tried to do the whole celebrity thing. Yeah, we're getting that. The whole celebrity vibe, or we have to go through managers and jump through loops. So to just start something from the mind, speak about it, communicate it. You're rolling with it. Mudi was rolling with it. We put it online and people are messing with it. We look at our hours and people are watching our episodes to the end and wanting more. It's mad.
It's mad.
It's mad. So for me, that's an achievement in itself. In itself. I'm just like, whoa. And then since then, it's just been a domino effect. So I'm proud that we've stayed consistent, you know. I'm proud that people are loving the vibes. But there's so many things that I learned, you know. Obviously, how I dealt with the Mudi situation wasn't the best. How I dealt with the therapy situation wasn't the best. How I spoke about my ex wasn't the best. All the things I wish I could have done better. Yeah. But for season 2, come on, man, we learning, we growing, and we're gonna improve. So I'm excited for this season, man.
Yeah.
What about you, man? Was there anything in like season 1 that was like a bit?
I wasn't too happy.
Yeah. About what?
I was super happy. Look, that one caught him off guard.
It really did. I wasn't sure.
He's all choking.
I was thinking, what happened? Wait. What happened? What
I was super happy.
Come on.
And just for the fact that we got the ball rolling.
Yeah.
And we had everything in motion.
Yeah.
And we're here today.
Come on.
I don't like to get excited. I like to work. I think I'm a workaholic. So I just like trying to be better at any craft that I tend to put my hands in.
Come on.
So that is how I feel, and it's just onwards and upwards. That's the best way I can describe it. That's where I want to take it, you know? So yeah, man, I'm so happy that super happy that we actually got to deliver what we wanted to deliver, and we are at episode 20.
Let's clap for that, man.
Episode 20.
That, man. Get me. 20. Come on. I like that. I like that.
Happy with that.
I like that. I got a question.
Hey, more questions.
I got a question for T.
What's he got for me?
Yeah? I don't think he's ready for this question, though.
What's he got for me?
Right? Cool. So we're speaking about, is disconnecting healthy? As somebody who is a personal trainer.
Yes.
And as a guy who likes the gym.
Yes.
Now and again.
Yes.
Is disconnecting from the gym healthy?
Hey.
Be careful, I'm going to send this to the clients.
Send this to everybody.
Is disconnecting from the gym healthy?
Yes, I would say not disconnecting, but giving yourself some rest and take the pressure off of yourself. Rest is very important. A lot of people don't realize that, but your sleep and your rest is important. As I said, I'm a workaholic, so I just back to back with everything. But you do crash. You do crash. Some of you may not believe me, but I trained for almost a year non-stop, daily. Yeah, I'm talking 7 days. I can talk you through each day of what I did, right? Almost a year. I might have had like a couple weeks off, but I did 7 days for 1 year. That was an experiment for myself. And I wanted to test how the body reacts to overtraining. So I wanted to learn how that feels. So if I was to say to you, you said to me, I want to train every day. I could say to you, you can, but these are the repercussions. And I actually know what it feels like, so I can speak to you about it.
First-hand experience.
There you go. So I actually did that. Whether you not believe me or not, I did almost 7 days a week, 7 days a week, that's every day, for almost a year. Yeah, I might have missed like a couple weeks. What I tried to do is on my gym membership, I tried to keep a tracker.
Right.
Yeah, so you can see when you go inside the gym. So I tried to keep a tracker so you can see. It's there, but obviously there's a couple days missing. But yeah, I did a lot. I did a lot. And what happens is, going back to your question, what happens is you burn out. You burn out. And
I'm saying like I know.
I took that experiment and that experience into reality.
Okay.
Into just real life. Not even just the gym. Whatever you do, you have to disconnect. You have to have time off so you can recollect and then go again. It's very important.
So somebody who's trying to either lose weight or build muscle, disconnection from the gym is still healthy. Having
a break, yes. You tear your muscle fibers, and you need them to repair.
How long should a disconnection be?
You could have 2 days off.
2 days off.
3 days off. You don't want more than 5 to 7 days.
What about if I'm on holiday? Because some people say, if I'm on holiday, I don't want to train. I just want to disconnect because I'm on holiday.
Yeah, but
is that
how
fine?
Long's your holiday?
Is that okay?
How long's your holiday? You taking
Let's say it's
3
2 weeks.
off.
Let's say it's 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Do some form of exercise. Some form. Think about it. Be accountable.
Would walking count?
Yes. You know, count your steps. If you've gone from 10,000 steps a day to just 1,000, you've burnt less calories. So now you're in trouble now, no matter what. Yeah, because now you're probably eating more. You're doing less walking. So what's going to happen? Your intake of calories is more. You're going to put on. Your body's going to go back into another state. So try and keep some form of accountability of, I need to exercise somewhere here.
I need to move the body.
I need to move the body. Get up out the chair and walk. You can't be in bed all day.
Can't be lazy.
You can't be sitting down all day. Try and move. And if you can get a half hour, it's better than 0. You get me?
So some disconnection is good, but just be aware.
But I just go back to just being balanced in life. The key to life is balance. If you can find the balance, if you do too much of that, you're in trouble. If you do too less, you're in trouble. So try and keep it here as much as possible. You see what I'm saying?
I've got a question for you. Because in every subject where we spoke about disconnection, sorry, I'm going to start again. I've got a question for you. Because in every subject in which we've spoken about, there's always been a gap where disconnection is healthy.
Yes, yes.
Is disconnecting from God healthy? It's a question, by the way.
Good question. I will never disconnect from God. But I keep my ears open and listen to to what's going on around me. As in awareness. But I won't disconnect from him. He's still there. If I want to speak to him, I can. But I'm not disconnecting. Like he's chopped off. I don't think I've ever done that in my life. Ever. God's always been there. If I'm doing something, God's there. I feel like he's watching me.
Come on.
He's watching me when I'm doing something silly there.
Don't think it's just these cameras.
It's something else is there. You get me? So, I don't think I've ever disconnected from God once he entered my life.
Amen.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever done that.
Amen. That was a trick question.
You tried to get me there.
I just wanted to see where his brain was. Where his brain was. We can never disconnect from God. Come on. That is consistent. But it's good to think about, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's good to think about.
Of course.
And the reason why I say that, there was a bit of jest in there, a bit of a joke in there. But when we travel, I'll speak for myself. When we travel and we go to certain places, I think we're thrown out of our routine. Mm-hmm. So if you're with somebody who prays at night all the time, or at these set times, when you're on holiday, you might just forget because the time that you're sleeping is different. It might even be a different body clock, different time schedule in the actual country. And I realized that I wasn't praying as much as I used to when I'm not on holiday versus when I'm on holiday. I noticed the difference. Yeah. So I feel like sometimes when it comes to my faith, I have to be a bit more intentional when I'm on holiday. Otherwise, the default is I might naturally just disconnect based on the activities that I'm doing. Does that make sense? Yeah. So that's why I kind of asked you that question. Yeah. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Even when I'm doing the silliness, I ain't disconnected.
Amen.
I'll tell you that now. Yeah. I have to be real.
Yeah.
When I'm doing
what's the what is the
my brain is like
the G is what they want to know.
I'm repenting here.
I
repent. A fun fact for us lot today on DTM London.
He's brought it back.
I've got a fun fact for you. It's not a dilemma. It's
Okay.
It's just a bit of information, a bit of fun information. Fun fact.
Okay, let's go.
So, did you know that honey never spoils? Archaeologists have found pots of honey in an ancient Egyptian tombs that are over 3,000 years old and still perfectly edible. Interesting, right?
3,000 years old.
And you can still eat the honey.
Wow.
Quite interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, it takes me back to this film called Holes. I watched this film.
You remember Holes?
Yeah.
Stanley Elnuts.
Yeah.
Oh, my brother, Stanley Elnuts.
He's got the peaches.
Yeah.
And I swear there's honey.
Yeah, with the, what was it? What was
some
it?
goo.
The goo thing. Bruv, Stanley Elnuts. Because it spells his name
backwards, yeah.
There you go.
That was a hard film.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember the honey there. Like, don't know why it took me back to that. But bro, okay. Yeah, honey's a preservative like that.
Yeah, so that's quite an interesting fun fact.
That's a little something for you guys, yeah?
Yeah. So wrapping it up. We've spoken about, is disconnecting healthy? We've spoken about it from many different sections. We've spoken about relationships. We've spoken about family. We've spoken about social media. We've even spoken about traveling as well. So we guys hope you've liked our takes. Yeah.
Season 2, we've given you a bit of a different flavor. Yeah. A bit more energy, a bit more personal.
Yeah.
And T's going to close
out
for us.
Can we give Deesix a round of applause for just opening up a bit more for us, please? Yeah? For those that's watching. Yeah, while you're sitting there, just give a clap for me. Yes, and that is DTM London, episode 20. Guys, thank you for watching.
So much, man. We appreciate it.
Again, if you can do me and D6 a massive favour,
please,
and DTM London, if you can just go and press that subscribe button for us, please. As we say, as always, it's going to give us a better, give you lot better content.
Yep, always,
right, and improve our algorithm. All right, so as we always say, it's you guys that makes
us guys.
And one more time,
you guys
that makes
us guys.
And that is DTM London. We out.
We out.
Discuss the matter.